Many of my Chinese employees have been with us for over 2 decades. We have offices in Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Hong Kong. And I love coming every year to help them celebrate Chinese New Year. NVIDIA is growing. They're extraordinary talent here. And we also still have, we have great partners here and great customers here that I hope to serve. And so I'm optimistic about our opportunities here in China. I'm optimistic that our two countries will find a way of competing and cooperating in a way that enables American companies like myself to continue to be able to prosper in and serve in this market. And so I'm optimistic about those things. China operates one of the world's largest supply chains. Scale, complexity, diversity, the type of products that are manufactured, the technologies that are included, the number of companies that participate in building out the China supply chain is unquestionably one of the world's great miracles. China also builds equipment and control systems and components for the rest of the world's supply chain. And so not only does China operate one, it creates technology and products to operate other people's supply chains. And because the world's supply chains are becoming more diversified and, if you will, more redundant, it creates an enormous opportunity for China actually to export your supply chain manufacturing technology all over the world as supply chains are being and manufacturing lines are being created around the world. There is no way at this point with so much complexity and so many different industries to imagine a world where the supply chain isn't interconnected and interdependent. So that interdependency is a necessary condition. It's a good condition. It gives us resilience. And although we don't manufacture much in China, we have many customers and partners and technology partners that we serve in China's supply chain. Your newest and highest. Anyone ever examines a Huawei phone, they'll understand the miracle of the technology has been assembled. If you ever looked at a Huawei, now they're incredibly good at autonomous vehicles. Their AI technology is quite extraordinary. So this is a company that with great chip design capabilities, system design, system software. But if we're not here, this market will be served by Chinese innovators, chip companies, Huawei, of course, and many cloud service providers who will build their own chips. And so I think the market, China's AI market, will advance with or without NVIDIA. If we're not here, Huawei will find a way. That's my confidence in human innovation. If there's a will, there's a way. You need competition to create your market. You need competition to create a future for both. There are no great markets where there are no competition. And so by definition, if you want markets, If you want prosperity, you want growth, competition goes along with it. And so I'm of a core value, belief that it is possible to be in service of the market and the industry and to help everyone grow. And as a result, you grow as a benefit. I respect my competitors, and I've got no trouble enjoying their company. NVIDIA competes with many companies in the world. In a lot of ways, most of my customers compete with me, and we have no trouble cooperating with them still. And I hope we'll have an opportunity to compete for many years to come. But my feelings toward them are that admiration and respect and competitive. I think the big idea here is that there are companies that compete, there are nations that compete, and all of that coexists at the same time. There is no way to stop the pace of domestic innovation. Of course, I believe that NVIDIA can make a great contribution. AI is a very complicated stack. It's a very complicated stack of cake. Underneath are chips, then there are systems, networking technology, AI infrastructure software, AI algorithm, and then the applications and services on top. That entire stack is extraordinarily complex. On the one hand, it requires all of the innovation across that stack to advance AI. But if each layer is not moving as fast, the engineers are so smart to innovate at the layer above or below to make up for. And the entire stack moves forward. And that's one of the reasons why you have to admire the incredible innovation of a company called DeepSeek. Their model, called R1, is genuinely innovative. It re-architected many of the ways that the models, AI models, operate so that it can take advantage of the H20 architecture. And so that's a very innovative thing. As a result, they achieved world-class results, even though they were built on H20s. And so researchers and developers, they could adjust to each one of the layers. I have a lot of optimism and confidence in the innovation capabilities of China to adapt to whatever resources they have. Now, remember, H20, although it isn't the most advanced that NVIDIA provides, is still extraordinary in terms of capability. You know, it is the architecture that defined, that created, if you will, the AI revolution. And so today, it's still extraordinarily good. China is not one of many markets. China is a singular, unique market. The dynamics of this market, the innovation, the dynamism, the pace of this market, this industry, is simply singular. We've been here for 30 years. I came to China long before most of the high-tech companies were here even. At the time, the only technology company was Legend and Great Wall. And this market is both dynamic, insanely innovative, with brilliant engineers. It has one of the world's largest population of computer scientists. The only other population this large is in the United States. And the population of end consumers is extremely large. You're not going to, this is not a normal market. This is a very unique market. As a technology provider, we need customers. All providers need customers. And this marketplace is very unique. You can't be complacent about that. And the unintended consequences, the long-term consequences of not participating in the China market, is unknown. But I doubt that it's positive.
想看最完整的新闻内容，记得下载 TVBS 新闻网 APP。